Yeah, I'm competitive, bro. So it's like I want to be the best. So when I see certain guys out there, and I seen Tio his last fight, I was there front row, and I'm like, damn, this dude is like, he like a baby Roy, like he like doing things with his hands down, flashy. I thought it was cool, so it kind of made me want to get in the ring with him and see if he could do them things against my style.
The boxing world was shocked when former two-time welterweight champion Shawn Porter said he is starting to doubt his original prediction for the big fight between Teofimo Lopez and Shakur Stevenson.
Second, offense third.
Damn.
The thing that I like about Shakur though is, you know, we already know the statistical numbers in terms of how much he gets hit per round and even per fight, which is
low.
But the other side of that is offensively, he's very accurate, very accurate. So while we don't like that he might throw 30, 40 punches around, he's usually on point when he throws, he don't miss.
Porter first thought Stevenson had a clear 60-40 edge, but now he sees things very differently, making fans rethink the fight completely. On the Porterway podcast, the retired champion, known as Showtime, explained why he now thinks the matchup is basically a coin flip. He pointed out something many analysts have missed. Lopez has many ways to win while Stevenson sticks to just one style that defines his whole career. Stevenson, a southpaw from Newark, has never changed his approach in 24 pro fights, and it has never failed him. Porter respects this dedication, but he also sees it as a possible weakness against a fighter as versatile as Lopez, who can adapt and attack in ways Stevenson isn't used to.
That Teofimo has is what gives someone like Shakur problems because it throws off his timing.
Yep.
Shakur is flat out amazing. I've watched this kid. He can find anybody's time.
Right.
So if you give him the space with just like feints and stuff like that, he gonna still pick it up and he's still gonna find it. I got a feeling this thing is not gonna be boring and dry because I got a feeling you're right. By nature, Teofimo is a counterpuncher. He's an explosive counterpuncher. He does not know how to punch. He can't really set it up first the way that he can when somebody's coming at him. We already know Shakur ain't gonna have a lot of offense for him. But at the same time, I think about it like this: Shakur is an ace of spades, but Teofimo Lopez is a wild card. He's still liable to do anything at any point in time, and I just got a feeling that it's gonna be like a Tasmanian. Well, like a hyena and a lion, you know. And it's like, is the hyena gonna be able to pounce on the lion enough to get the job done, or is the lion just gonna be able to make his moves, do what he need to do, and snap at him and get him when he want him to? You know, the lion being Shakur.
The difference between these fighters becomes very clear when you look at how they can change during a fight. Stevenson moves forward carefully, using top-notch defense and sticking to his disciplined plan no matter what happens. Lopez, on the other hand, can switch from strong defense to sudden aggressive attacks, making opponents come to him or blasting forward with looping left hooks and hard right hands from surprising angles. This flexibility gives Lopez options Stevenson just doesn't have. Porter described a situation that could worry Stevenson fans at Madison Square Garden. Some rounds might be slow, with neither fighter controlling things completely, but Lopez can steal key moments in those quiet rounds. A quick flurry here, a sharp combination there, just enough to win rounds on the scorecards. Across 12 rounds, those small moments could add up to a decision win, even if there's no single dominating round. This kind of subtle advantage is exactly what can decide fights at the highest level.
Shakur's gonna come out middle of the ring, work that jab, work that pawn that he does, all that, the feints. He's gonna try to touch him with the jab, but he's gonna be waiting on his moments to snap with that right hand, waiting on his moments to counter, waiting on his moment. And when they're not there, he's just gonna slide off, go for that little walk, restart, slide off, restart. Shakur is the kind of fighter that does not mind restarting. That was our thing, was once we start, we want to do the best we can to get away from another restart, because the restart allows you to reset, allows you that space, you know, and stuff like that. When you would see me get broke by the ref, you would see me right back on, because I don't want that restart situation. Right. So that's what Shakur needs. He needs that space to keep restarting, that space to keep using his jab, keep probing, and keep finding tail. I think that's what the fight's going to look like for Shakur. the other side of that is as the fight goes on,
Lopez has shown strong confidence even though he is the betting underdog. Oddsmakers list Stevenson as a big favorite at -295, while Lopez is +225. Lopez, the WBO super lightweight champion with 22 wins and 1 loss, believes fighters at 140 pounds could not truly challenge him, which is why others had to move up in weight. He feels he is on a higher level than most in his division, making this fight a needed test. Lopez sees Stevenson as another big name to add to his legacy and wants more tough fights like this. Beating a top fighter moving up in weight would raise his place in boxing history. Still, Lopez knows this fight is special because no one fights like Shakur Stevenson, and that unique style makes this matchup very exciting.
I favor Shakur in this one. You know what I mean? I think Teal is a phenomenal fighter,
yes,
great fighter. But Teal to me is more like he has those athletic skills that you don't teach. You know what I'm saying? It's like it comes to him.
Yeah, I think Lopez goes
it comes to him naturally.
Yeah.
But I think that's what's going to nip him in the ass against Shakur.
Right.
Because Shakur is fundamentally sound.
Correct.
So when a guy that has this athletic ability and does things that are not fundamentally sound fights a guy that's seasoned like a Shakur, he's going to make you pay. And that's just how I see it. I think it's a great matchup, but I just favor.
Now, how Shakur is like Floyd in this way.
Yeah.
He's like Floyd in this way. Everyone's able the boxing IQ, the defense, whatever, and Shakur's a southpaw, but he makes fewer mistakes than the other guy.
Yes, he does.
Really, what Floyd did, he was like a football team that never turns the ball over. If you need to throw the if you need to throw the ball away, throw it away. Waste that down, right? But don't turn it over.
Stevenson is also very confident going into this fight, helped by memories from a short sparring session they had before. In an interview with All the Smoke Fight, the undefeated WBC lightweight champion said the sparring was even, and both fighters probably felt good about it. Still, Stevenson believes those rounds showed him that Lopez cannot beat him when it really counts. He sees Lopez as exciting and skilled, but thinks he has basic weaknesses that top fighters can take advantage of.
And I think y'all had a weird situation in sparring, or like a round or something like that. Did y'all ever spar, or was that just a round?
Nah, we sparred like 3 rounds. We sparred 3 rounds, I wouldn't say. It was cool. It was cool. It wasn't really too much to gauge from. So we got in there. I felt like I got off. He probably felt like he did something. So from my memory, I felt like I said, I know he can't do it. That's what I feel like.
So without giving up too much, when you look at him as a professional and you see what he's done, the fights he's fought, his style, what is it about him that you are going to exploit?
I think he the truth. He do a lot of things well. I think he flashy. I think it's just some basic stuff. Where I feel like he make mistakes, and I think I'm gonna capitalize off those mistakes.
The boxing world has shared many different predictions about this fight. Former 2-division champion Andre Ward gave one of the deepest takes. He compared the fighters to artists, not just styles. Ward said Stevenson is like a blank canvas with the smarts, experience, athletic ability, and skill to do whatever he wants in the ring. Lopez is close to that level, but he works better within set limits. He can sometimes break out with something amazing, but he does not have the same steady freedom that Stevenson has.
Shakur knows it's going to be a real fight. And I look at Shakur like a fighter who has a blank canvas. He's got the IQ, he got the experience, and the athleticism, and the skill set where he can paint any type of picture he wants to on a blank canvas. When I look at Teofimo Lopez, he's almost that. He has a blank canvas, but he needs an outline on what to draw and what to paint inside the line. Now, every now and again, he'll go away from the outline that he has and he'll do something dope, and you'll be like, oh, that was cool. That wasn't on the outline right there. But I don't think that he can create on the fly like a Shakur Stevenson. But what he does bring to the table, and what Shakur does have to deal with, is explosive power, quick twitch, muscles, and the type of punches that he likes to throw. And Teo doesn't have the foot game that Shakur has, but he's got a decent foot game. So Shakur has a lot to deal with as well. But I just think that when it comes to creating on the fly, making adjustments on the fly, Teofimo Lopez looks like the better boxer when he's facing an inferior fighter.
WBA super lightweight champion Gary Antoine Russell.
WBA super lightweight champion Gary Antoine Russell shared a different view, calling the fight a true 50-50. He pointed out Lopez's natural strength and athletic ability. The 29-year-old southpaw, who bounced back from a loss to Alberto Puello by beating Jose Valenzuela, said Stevenson is the smarter and more technical fighter. Still, he believes Lopez's physical power evens things out. Russell added that the result depends on which Lopez shows up, saying Lopez must fight like he did against Lomachenko to win.
Your fight coming up, maybe one of the biggest ones in Teofimo versus Shakur. Just looking at that fight stylistically, how does it play out in the ring?
It's 50-50. In order for you to participate in this sport, you got to have a high level of confidence. I feel like both of them has a high level of confidence, Teofimo Lopez and Shakur Stevenson, but styles make fights. Naturally, I think Teofimo Lopez is stronger than Shakur. Naturally, I think he has more athleticism than Shakur, and he got a good IQ on the sport itself. But Shakur, I feel like he's a more smarter fighter. He's a more technical fighter. I'm not saying that he's a square or he's just a textbook fighter, but he's seasoned, he's poised. I feel like mentally he's more mature. Like, he don't go outside of the boundaries on taking risks. So a lot of times you'll see him fight somebody that could be stiff competition, and it'll wind up being a boring fight to a degree. That's why everybody was criticizing him for, oh, he's a boring fighter. He's a careful fighter. And I feel like with Teofimo Lopez, he's going to be a careful fighter.
Former unified champion Amir Khan had no doubt in his pick and fully supported Lopez. He based his choice on his own time training with him. Khan said Lopez hits very hard and has better boxing skills than most people realize. He believes Lopez is the kind of fighter who steps up when it matters most, and this fight will push him to do that. Khan also questioned whether Stevenson has faced real top-level tests, especially when compared to Lopez's win over a legend like Lomachenko.
The fight between Stevenson and Lopez, what a fight. Who wins that? Lopez. You think Stevenson? Lopez is a very good fighter, bro. I've trained with him, I've heard him on the pod, he bangs hard, he's a good all-round boxer, slick. A lot of people don't give him the credit for how good of a boxer he is. Look, he's the type of guy I know about Lopez is that when he has to turn it up, he turns it up. And I think with someone like Shakur, he will have to turn it up big time. And obviously Shakur, we've not really seen him in the deep end. Look at Lopez, he's fought the likes of Lomachenko. He's beaten some great names on the way.
WBC super featherweight champion Ohakai Foster, who has sparred with Stevenson, picked Lopez to win in an upset. He said the matchup favors Lopez because of styles. Foster explained that Stevenson likes being the most athletic fighter, but struggles when facing someone just as strong or faster. Stevenson, a right-handed fighter in a southpaw stance, depends a lot on his jab to control distance. Against athletic fighters who keep their power hand back, that jab may not be enough. Foster also questioned Stevenson's left hand, saying it has never scored a knockout, which suggests limited power against certain opponents.
You said, my opinion on him and Tio?
Yeah, do you think he beats him? Because essentially, if he beats him, I assume he would probably stay at 140 then.
Nah, styles make fights. I don't know. I don't really see. I think that's a bad style matchup for Shakur.
Really? You're like the 10th person that's told me this. I kid you not. Like, it's just, because I know the obvious, people will be like, Shakur's undefeated. He's a defensive fighter. Tio's kind of struggled with the boxer, but I've just talked to someone again today. Like, everyone favors kind of like Tio for some reason, just from what I've talked to. So why is that? Because you sparred Shakur, and I guess you would know better. So I mean,
Shakur, he likes to be the most athletic guy in the ring. When he's not, he has problems. Shakur kinda. He's a right-handed fighter out of southpaw stance. So when you meet guys like that's athleticism that fight with their strong hand in the back, you're gonna have to rely on more than just your jab and the rangefinder. You know what I mean? Like, you tell me, do he got a solid left hand?
I mean, I haven't been punched.
You seen him throw it. You seen him throw it, but you've never seen him hurt or knock nobody out with it. So I just think when you meet certain guys. That's why I say the style. You meet certain guys, you're gonna have to rely on both of them things, both of them hands. You know what I mean? And I just think it's a bad style matchup for him.
Former WBA super featherweight champion Lamont Roach picked Stevenson to win comfortably. After his own move to super lightweight, Roach said Stevenson's high ring IQ will frustrate Lopez all night. He pointed to Lopez's tough fight with slick boxer Sandor Martin as proof that technical fighters cause him problems. Roach also mentioned Lopez's upset loss to George Kambosos Jr., saying it showed mental mistakes at key moments. He believes those issues will show again against someone as mentally strong as Stevenson.
He a little cuckoo too, like he has like a little mental lapses every once in a while.
So who do you think wins that fight between him and Teofimo Lopez if they fight?
I think Shakur wins. And I don't think it's going to be like a super tough fight either. His IQ will frustrate him.
Don't you think Teo has also good ring IQ and also is slick, fast?
I think so, but when you look at Teo's performances against guys that are just pure boxers, it's just like he almost lost to Sandor Martin. Some people thought he lost to Sandor Martin.
He did beat Loma, who's arguably at the time considered one of the best in the world.
He did, and that was a hell of a performance too. A hell of a performance too. So yeah, I mean, I think he's hit or miss. You got to think he got stuff. He a little cuckoo too. Like he has like a little mental lapses every once in a while. Look at the Kambosos fight. Like that's a fight that people would never expect Kambosos to win. And he won a grueling match against him as well. So I just, I don't know. I don't think he can get it done against Shakur when it comes to like, cause it's gonna be just a skill match. I don't think he's gonna try to rough Shakur up, and it's probably not gonna work.
Legendary trainer and former champion Tim Bradley gave an interesting comparison, saying this fight is like the old battles between Roy Jones Jr. and Antonio Tarver. He sees Stevenson as the technical, skilled fighter and Lopez as the explosive, unpredictable one. The comparison matters because in their rematch, Tarver used perfect timing and strong fundamentals to beat the naturally talented Jones, showing that skill can beat raw athleticism at the top level.
Barboza, congratulations, you fought and beat Barboza. Yeah, but you had so much smoke, you ducked. Yeah, what happened to the Haney fight? Yeah, the Haney fight would have been probably better suited for you if you fought Haney, but now you're finna fight another GOAT of another generation of this generation. That's gonna be a problem, my big dog. I'm letting you know, and your fans know too. That's gonna be a problem because Teofimo Lopez, you're not beating Shakur Stevenson. You're not. No. I know your habits. He knows your habits. He sees already how to beat you. He knows already how to beat you. I told y'all when Crawford told me, he's like, Tim, ain't no way he can beat me. I've already processed this. Same thing with Shakur Stevenson. He's that type of dude. Shoot, that last fight didn't convince y'all? Y'all, because y'all don't know what y'all looking at. See, a lot of y'all be going to these goofies channels and y'all be listening to these goofies. Come here and get the real. Come here and get the real, man. You ain't gotta subscribe. Just look, just get the information. Get the information from me, because I'm gonna give it to you 100. Teofimo Lopez, you don't think Shakur gonna be able to see that forward shift with the right hand and then come in with that looping left hook? You don't think he gonna be able to see that? Oh, how about that double right hand you like to throw against the southpaw? Yeah. Oh, that level change and you come up with that left hook. Man, come on, bro. This is too easy. This is too easy. Too easy. Ain't no way you beat no Shakur Stevenson. Too defensively savvy. Too technically sound. Too much speed. Too much confidence. Too much swagger in the ring. Too much. He comfortable. He comfortable at any range. He can fight at any range. Mid-range, inside, outside. He can do it all. He can do it all too. Oh, who does that sound like? Does that sound like Terrence Crawford like I told you guys? Does that sound like that? Yeah, sounds just like Terrence Bud Crawford. Yeah. Ain't no damn way that Teofimo Lopez is beating Shakur Stevenson. Shakur about to go up in his house, about to go in his room. He gonna steal all them belts. He gonna steal all them belts, the Ring magazine, all of that, yeah. And he finna go up to 140 and do that. Go up into his weight class where he been comfortable at. Not testing the water at all, because he that gangster. That's what he is. He's that damn gangster.
The fight will happen at Madison Square Garden in New York on January 31st, with 2 more world title fights on the undercard. If Stevenson wins, he becomes a 4-division world champion at just 28 and could be seen as boxing's next pound-for-pound star. If Lopez wins, it proves he is elite and keeps his hopes alive for bigger fights at welterweight, especially against Devin Haney. With a real championship on the line and pound-for-pound importance, this is exactly the kind of big fight boxing needs today.